Okay, so I am maybe going to show you how to go about drawing some of the more difficult forms and lines in this still life, and that is the shoe right here. Okay. One thing I do want to say is when there are objects like this in the still life and you've never done it before, don't avoid it because it's better to draw it and try once for the first time. The second, third time, fourth time, you'll get better, and you'll get easier and you'll get the hang of it. But if you never try, you're never gonna get better. So even if it looks like crap or if it's just terrible, just try it and give yourself that chance to draw something that might be difficult. Okay, it's gonna be less and less difficult the more you do. Okay, so that's what I want to say first. Alright, so I know the general placement of my shoe. And I'm gonna do a quick gesture drawing of the angle that the shoe is leaning on. So I had done a quick gesture drawing like this, but I'm gonna check the angle of this. And I see that it needs to be a little more slanted like this. Okay? And then it's going to be kind of a sideways cross or T. Okay? And I'm going to find the general forms and shapes within the shoe. So I've got kind of like a rectangle here leaning this way. So I'm just going to draw kind of a trapezoidy rectangle. And then I see that there's a line, a diagonal here, and it kind of flattens out. Okay. I'm gonna just keep it angled lines, just keep it simple, trying to find the basic shapes, okay? It's not gonna be perfect yet. But that's what I've got. Looks more like I don't know what that looks like, but that's my shoe for now, okay? So now I'm gonna go back in and try to get more lines, more shapes, and just slowly observe the lines and shapes and curves. Curves are very hard to get, but let's start with an easier area. I think the easier area for me is like this part because it's more like geometric shapes. So I'm just gonna check the angle of my heel here, okay, and seems like it digs in over here and it curves, that curve, So I'm just gonna curve, clean up some lines. So I know that the general angle of this heel is like this, just a line this way, but it curves in the end here, like so, okay, and then there's a line that goes in. Keep your lines light for now. I'm just trying to make it a little bit darker so you can see. Okay, but that's my block. And then there's a line that follows. And from this line actually curves, gets higher too as it goes up. Something like that. Okay, and then from here to here, I see that there is kind of a curve as well. So it's gonna go up a bit. Here, let's clean up some lines. When you're cleaning up lines, you can leave lines so that you know the general direction. And then it goes in like that, out like this, and then there's another curve. And goes in like that. Okay, so let's clean up some lines here. Just like lightly shading some areas. It goes, curves down, and then here it gets a little hard. Don't forget all the soles of the, so from here it kind of wraps under and then takes like a turn, a loopy turn. See that the sole is going in here. And from here, kind of curves down like that. And we've got some lining detail here, and a little slit. And then from here to here, little slit, a little eyelet slit. Got some lines here. We got a buckle here. I'm gonna draw that buckle, so I'm gonna just draw a general circle for now, okay? It looks like this pulls up more, but we'll get back to that. There's a buckle here, and then it flaps around into here. That's what I have for now. Okay, I see that maybe this part gets higher, like up to here, and then it kind of goes down, and then it kind of goes back up like that. Okay, so these are some changes you would make. Don't forget the buckle detailing. I think this part also can come out a little more like that. Heel block, this part looks more angled. Like so. This part also looks a little bit more angled. Okay, so this is the general idea. This part also looks like it kind of goes up more. So even for me, I'm like constantly reworking, reworking, and that's okay, okay? This part looks too angled now. A suggestion I have is that you draw it, you look at it from afar, and see if there's something off, and if there is, go back in and adjust, okay? And after you're done, well, for like this class's work, the two contour drawings, you don't have to clean up the lines too much, but for your final, you will have to go back in and just clean up all the lines and double, triple check the angles.